Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome, man. This is episode 5 of the Saturday Hangout. Sorry about I had to push it back 5 minutes because I was waiting for a phone call, and then right when we was about to get started, UPS literally knocked at the door. And they said a brother's Dr. Doom is in the building. Right. Okay, so yes, a brother's Doctor Doom is in the building. Have not opened it. Obviously, it literally just happened right now. So, yeah. But I'm joined by Buck Fangs, man. What's going on, Buck?
What's up, man? I'm good. I'm trying to get my brother into this addiction that we're all involved in. So I'm initiating him slowly. He
It's
came by in August and he saw my collection and I was like, wow, this is pretty awesome. It's cool. So now for his birthday, I bought him like a small statue. Start
okay.
like seeding the idea in his head.
Yeah. It's like that movie It Follows. When you have that addiction, you have to like pass it to someone else. That horror flick. It's like that, man. Yeah, but I appreciate you coming, man. How's the setup behind me? Am I looking clear? Am I looking okay?
It looks good. Looks good.
Okay, I know it's
Like
pretty
the
bright, but
the
yeah.
predator with the those like the vegetation by the tree, is that from the statue or did you add that?
No, that's all from the statue, but I do plan to add more stuff during Black Friday when Michaels has their stuff on sale. So I will be adding a bunch of vegetation and stuff later on. Just waiting for a good sale, man. I kind of figure like why it's buy it now. Like there's no need for me
Mm-hmm.
to rush, you know what I'm saying? But even stuff like this is pretty cool, you know what I mean? Just with like,
Yeah,
you know,
nice.
yeah. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
That comes with the statue.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir,
Wow.
indeed. Indeed it does, man.
Comes with
Indeed
a
it
lot of
does.
stuff.
It does, dude. Um I don't know if you've seen this one before. I don't know if I've shown this one on the channel before, but
Iron
you know.
Studios.
Yeah, dude. You know I got a lot of horror stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually gonna be starting my horror collection back up. That's kind of like one of the first things I was doing on the channel. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be starting it back up. I just don't have space for like I have a spot for it in the house, but I actually have to like box all the horror stuff back up, which is the reason why I just have this one display here. And it's going to be boxed up pretty much for a couple years. And then once we no longer need the fourth bedroom in the basement, which is the fourth bedroom, basically,
Mm-hmm.
um, at that point in time, I'm going to turn that into a movie theater room, but it's no rush. You know what I mean? I got so much other stuff to like figure out personally to where it's like, whatever, man.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just want to show that real quick, man. Little Jason Iron Studios. Yeah, man. But your brother, you think he's gonna budge?
It's hard to say. He's got a lot of uh, discretionary income, extra
Okay.
money. So like maybe this hobby is suited for him.
Okay.
But we'll see. I gotta like dip his toes in the water.
Mm,
Let him see what it feels like to unbox to unbox the statue and get that new statue smell.
dude, I'm telling you, there's nothing like getting a new statue. I don't care, man. Like, um, and I said this a couple times. I got in an older DC piece exclusive. Got in another DC piece exclusive, right? Then I turned around and got an older Sideshow piece that I had been waiting for 10 months.
Wow.
Exclusive. Got them all under retail. Right. All under retail. I got back my Magneto. And let me tell you something, man.
You
That
got
is a
it back?
I got it back. I'll send you pictures for sure. I'll send you pictures. Uh that was about the hardest that was about the hardest statue I've ever put together in my life, man. That was the hardest statue I ever put together in my life.
And I guess for everyone who doesn't know like which one he's talking about, the XM White Magneto.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the hardest statue I've ever put together. Even harder than the Doc Ock, the Prime One Predator big game cover art. I even thought the Sideshow Spider-Man PF was a hard statue to put together with the tendrils. Like I couldn't even get that one. Like maybe it's just me. It probably is just me, but I thought that was a hard statue. So I'm just saying. But yeah, man. Before we go any further, I'm gonna get to the chat, but I'll say this real quick. My prediction is your brother. I don't think he's gonna bite for it, man. I don't think he is, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because like, I feel like people have seen this stuff in my collection, and they all think it's oh shit, this is cool. But and they may ask how much is this, how much is that, but I never see anybody actually like biting the dust in terms of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and you know what I mean.
Caught that.
Yeah, I just don't think that's something that anybody is gonna do. I mean, what's the likelihood of him doing that? And would you even want his disposable income to go towards this addiction? Because let's keep it real, it's an addiction. I don't give a damn what you say. It's an addiction.
He's the most responsible one out of all of us, like the kids. So
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll be good. It's just like I like I've heard all the stories about like a lot of guys that got into this hobby. It's like maybe their wife bought them one piece or something,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden they got the itch, and then they got to start collecting a lot more, start getting like a bunch. So it's like it just takes one person to get you to like own one, and have one of those in your collect, like just have one of those, see it in person, and it's yours before you go, you know what, this doesn't look quite right being alone.
Yeah,
Maybe I just get another one. Like
yeah,
I feel like a lot of us go, I just get one more. I don't need to. These are expensive. I don't need to keep buying them.
right.
That's how it starts, man. You get the one, and then you get the other one, and before you know it, like you got a whole ass wall with the lineup of statues.
Dude, before you know it, you got a whole wall, man. I'm glad you said it. But let me go ahead and get to the chat, man. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Edwin Diaz says, Subcash Juggernaut, my favorite. So speaking of Juggernaut, I actually was looking at the Sideshow Juggernaut. Just it's not the exclusive, which I will want the exclusive with Kitty Pryde, but I was looking at it just because the 13% off.
Mm-hmm.
The 13% off kind of entices me to want it. But I'm gonna hold firm because I know that's just me wanting something, not because of the character, more so just because it's on sale, and I have to hold firm. I've been talking to Buck and Brenton a lot, man. I've gotten myself in trouble in terms of just like buying stuff just because sells and this and that. So I'm trying to really hold firm and really, yeah, just hold firm, man. IGW says, Sup, Cash, watching at 3 a.m. in Australia, man. Hey, appreciate you for watching, man.
Whoa, 3 a.m. in Australia.
3 a.m., man. Hey, I hope you at work doing security or something. We keeping you up. Keen to hear your thoughts on Prime One Predator shipping increases. Prime One Predator, you said? No, I was playing. You know, I pride myself when it comes to like collecting is just doing comics. Like all the Predators I own are comics. I had some movie ones and I sold them because they're movies because I'm anal about that. Like in my collection, it has to be comic. And the only way it can be like movie is if it's horror because horror, they aren't comics, they're movies like Jason, Michael, Freddy. You know what I'm saying? But that's one that would get me to break that rule. Like I generally love it because it's so massive, it's so big, it has everything. But I almost feel like for myself, my personal collection, I wouldn't even mind going and getting the Ahab Predator, the Abib Predator rather, and the cracked tusk. I'd rather get both of those for that same prices of that one. That's just me personally. But it is an amazing statue. And if I had it, yeah, it'd be perfect. And like, just as a standalone piece, you don't even have to be a collector. Just as a standalone one piece only, it's an amazing statue. What you think, Buck?
I know one dude that got the new Predator, the 1/3,
Who
and like,
Razor?
no, it's Fat Thigh Kid.
Oh, Fat Tie Kid. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
he got the Predator, and it's like, I'm like, you crazy bastard.
Damn,
Yeah,
damn.
but he didn't get he got the he didn't get the most expensive one, but like, I'm just like, dude, yeah, you're crazy. Where are you gonna keep that? And that's a pretty expensive piece. But I've seen pictures of it next to the Cinema Cat. I think the Cinema Cat was done by I guess the company or ECC.
ECC,
Um,
yeah, yeah. Elite
and
Creature Collectibles, yep.
it like next to that, it's like this looks significantly better. But thank God I don't have the Predator bug, man. The only Predator I've ever wanted, you know that
Yep.
is the cracked tusk, and
Dude, as a predator, that's everything you want. One that's lunging, has the weapon, the dreads, the light up feature, everything, the alien base. Like you're literally getting so much in that cracked tusk.
it's the most dynamic Predator statue. I guess maybe it's comparable to the Wolf Predator from Sideshow.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I can
Yeah.
see that.
But like I feel like that's the one I would get if I was to get one. I just love the pose and the dynamism and the fact that like for some reason that shit isn't sold out. And
Dude, I
if
know.
it's still around when they're doing their winter sale,
As of right now, it's still around.
it is, but like it's low stock now. I've been looking at every time I open the Prime One website, I always look at the cracked tusk,
Right.
and I don't know. Maybe one of you guys in the audience you'll buy it and you'll save me from myself. But but yeah, uh, get it from Prime One because I know during the last I can't remember. I think it was a summer sale. They took like $100 and something off the price. I think they took 10% off, and I was like, nah, I can still wait. I'll get it eventually because back then it wasn't even low stock, but now it is. But I still think like there's not enough people that appreciate that statue for what it is. That yeah.
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 It's still low stock, man. So we both can still get it.
Hmm.
Um, I'm just holding firm right now, man. But I will say this: I did talk to Rodney, aka Punisher, and he's had his for a couple years now. No leaning issues, no nothing. Still good. Because I know a couple people were like, well, maybe it'll lean. Nah, this one's still good. It's not like load bearing like the Deathstroke with
Hmm.
people's concerns. So nothing to worry about there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
And I just
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
appreciate this one. So I just appreciate it for what it is. You know.
Yeah, no, most definitely, man. Most definitely. Uh, just some bum says, "Sup, Cash? What's with Juggernaut? Are you going to get Sideshow Juggernaut? I have that piece. Definitely a great statue." No, honestly, what I try to do on the Saturday hangout, if you guys notice with the thumbnails, is I always pick a Marvel villain. You know, first one was Mr. Sinister, Apocalypse. I can't think who else I've did, but I just try to pick a Marvel villain is whenever I do the Saturday hangouts, just to keep that theme going. But like I already said, like, it's a great statue, especially with a discount. But again, if I get it, I feel like I'm getting it just because it's on sale versus I really want that one, if that makes sense. So I got to pass for right now, but maybe in the future, who knows? Maybe in the future. Toy Quest 101, what's going on, man? X-Men exclusive says, "What the heck? We got early chats. Y'all spoiling me."
What's up,
Um,
man?
dude, so I'm gonna say this. Speaking of X-Men exclusives, Jean Grey, in my opinion, it's the definitive Jean Grey from XM. I like it over sideshows. Um, or XM has really made me appreciate what they do after seeing the XM White Magneto. And after seeing that XM White Magneto and seeing XM Rogue, it really made me appreciate what they could do with her base for that Jean Grey. So for Jean Grey, that's the one I will be getting. I'm not looking for sideshows. I'm gonna go ahead and get XMs. I love the power effect, the different portraits. The breasts don't bother me. I mean, at the end of the day, even if you look at the Rogue statue, Rogue's, if you want to talk about like the anatomy, Rogue's breast are more of a B cup, while Jean Grey's are more of an A cup. But if you look at both of them, it's no different than a tennis player like Serena or Venus. They're just pulled back with basically a sports bra, essentially, is what you're looking at. So to me, it doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? And when I look at Jean Grey anyway, I mean, shit, she's not Power Girl. I'm not looking for a D cup. You know, it's like Dolly Parton or something. So I'm okay. You feel me? I'm just saying. But Jean Grey would definitely be coming home to my cave.
Power Girl got way more than D's, man.
Hey, I'm just saying. Toy Quest 101. Don't do it, Buck. It's a trap. Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
Let's see here. I wish my girl came with that many accessories. Congrats, Cash. Thanks, man. Thanks. Got them Cinnabites. What's going on, Terry?
What's up, Terry?
Trey Smith, LBS for life. What's up, y'all? Let's see here. Who else we got? Got Brenton in the building. Let's see who else. Pew, 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 pew. Shout out Dean the Dream, man. Jesse Hernandez, what's going on? Did we miss somebody? I keep seeing people say Danny Lee, but I don't see Danny in here. Oh yeah, there's Danny. What's up, Danny Lee?
What's up, Danny?
Still hiking, dropping in to say hi while I have reception.
Whoa,
dude! If you weren't playing about those mountain lions, like seriously, be careful, bro. Like, be careful, man. Dwayne Davis, what's going on, man? What's going on? This comment says, "Yeah, man, I'm addicted. LOL. I get the shakes when I don't have another new statue." Now, let's talk about that real quick, Buck. So I got a couple in today, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you. Well, okay. Clear transparency. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've gotten in 5 statues within the last week. And there's one more upstairs to make it. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. Doom is upstairs. That's 5. Doctor Strange is 6. I'll have 6 statues within a 10-day time period. That's a lot. However, I was paying off a lot of them on payment plans. Just so happened that they all came in at the same time. But it's just a lot, man. That's why I said, in my personal opinion, it's an addiction. I've had up to 20 some POs, and I'm not bragging, like talking about anybody like that. He's been transparent. Like, you guys know Payne, he's had like 30 some POs. I did a video earlier in the year because Vane21 had actually suggested, they were like, make a video of all your POs, and I did it. And somebody else did it, man, and I couldn't watch it because it's like, dude, like, I don't want to watch that. And that's why I feel you now on doing a spreadsheet, because I did that yesterday, right? I actually did one. I was just like, okay, this is so manageable here if I had like 9, even though 9's still a high number, but the way that I laid it out, where it's like, okay, get these 3 now, push these 2 back, get those next 3 in December, like the way you can like work it out, it's much more manageable. Like, what do you think, Buck? Is this truly a addiction?
You sound like an addict in denial. Talking about these spreadsheets, acting like you can control yourself, acting like you have things in perspective. I can keep track of it. No, Cash, that's not how this works. the spreadsheet only goes so far. Like, the spreadsheet wasn't good enough for me. I needed to be able to look at them as well. So I use like a software where I can compile like images of all the statues. And then I was like, this is not enough information. So I started putting in the dimensions of the statues next to the pictures that I've compiled, so I can know and I can plan it out in my head how it's going to be in my display. So yeah, definitely, it's like all consuming.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
okay,
just keep on trying to like get more and more. And if you're not careful, man, you just something new comes out and you're like, oh damn,
Yeah.
you already have a large PO list, and then another statue comes out and you're like, fuck, I want that.
That's what I was talking to Brenton about. I'm like, dude. But see, this is crazy because I see Vibranium Gym in the chat. What's going on, Vibranium Gym?
So
It was either get something new or pay off a friend who's trusting you to pay them off, right? And the right thing to do was to make sure you paid off your buddy who's already trusting you enough to do a payment. Because let's be real, in the aftermarket, a payment plan is not an obligation. They are not required to give you a payment plan. I don't care who you are, how trusted you are. They are not required to give you a payment plan. So the fact that you have people who do trust you enough to do a payment plan is like you have to take care of those people so it's received, and vice versa in the future. And then also good karma, and then being a man of your word. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, don't like ask someone to keep a statue on reserve for you and
exactly.
then cancel on them later. At least try
Exactly.
your best to avoid situations like that.
Yeah. No, dude, I try to be very communicative. Like, hey, I didn't get paid this week. My check isn't big enough, or I'm doing overtime or whatever. Like, I try to be very communicative with people, just to be upfront. Because, like, the one thing I know about money, you never want somebody coming to you looking for money. Let me come to you and let you know what's up with your money before you even got to contact me. Hey, I just need another week. I'll have you taken care of. All good. You know what I'm saying? You got to be fully transparent. But that's my little, I'm good. Dwayne Davis, what's going on, man? Toy Quest 101, Cash. What if LBS did a juggernaut? Dude, the 1/4 is big enough. If LBS did one, he has to be in a museum pose standing up. Like there's no action, there's no nothing. He got to be straight up and down like Thanos style, man.
They did one already, but it's small.
Yeah, 7 scale, yep.
Yeah.
Best sell is keeping your money in your pocket, no doubt, man. Sideshow hiked the price up of jugs by about 150 for regular. They did?
Damn, I didn't notice.
They
That's
did?
crazy.
You know what's crazy? I was wondering why is it 1,500. So maybe you ain't lying, man. I'm not calling you a liar, but
how much is it right now? Can you check?
yeah. Give me a second, and I will go to it right now. Yeah, that's crazy. Like I didn't even think.
1,500. Used to be cheaper, right?
And the exclusive's
Am I crazy?
1,550, but sold out. Like it, I could have sworn this was like
It was like
1,300, dude.
1,350. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like Jesse says,
Wow.
man, and Jesse would know, man. Jesse's our code guy. Or he used to be.
Wow. Wow. Come on, Sideshow. Hey, don't forget, let your geek Sideshow.
That probably means like manufacturing costs went up, and it must have been significant enough that like Sideshow was like, we can't eat the cost. We got to charge them. And like I know Sideshow is the kind of company that would probably choose to eat the cost.
Exactly. Vivid Collectibles, what's going on, man? Hey, I said Vivid. Guys, go ahead, check out this channel, man. Dude does some really cool unboxings, reviews, room tours. It's kind of hard for me to catch my interest. I'm just gonna be upfront. It's very hard to catch my interest, and we've talked about this behind the scenes, Buck. But for some reason, Vivid's videos I can actually watch. Them. He's given clean feedback. It's not skewed. It's literally his clean feedback. I know it's his real feedback. The dude got a East Coast accent. The people in the East Coast don't play around, so I know he's not lying, man. But definitely go ahead and subscribe to Vivid Collectibles, guys. Check him out. Tell him Cash sent you, man. Really cool guy, and I love his content, man. Yeah, I know he got the Thor in, which was a great video. I loved watching that video. I think he got Doctor Doom, but don't quote me on that. If he didn't,
got the new Thor, the one with the Frost Giant at the base. That's the base.
Yeah, with the Frost Giant.
Okay.
No, he has Brimstone as well.
Oh shit!
That I'm pretty sure he has Brimstone. Yeah,
doubling up.
Yeah. Definitely check out Vivid, guys. He's a really good person, man. X-Men exclusives. What's going on? Looks like I got caught up with everybody. Casual Nerd Problems in the building. What's up, people? At a pizza place, having a great show. We'll rewatch, no doubt, man. Carl, what's going on? I'm gonna stop the comments right there, and I'm gonna get back to everybody. Oh, real quick, Payne Collectibles in the building. What's going on, man? Payne, thanks again on the Magneto. I'll send you some pictures down the line, but I want to get to this. Hold on, real quick. I'm sending my Sideshow Jean Grey to a fellow collector for free. That's how awesome I am. All this dude.
Oh man.
Hey, no, dude. Jean Grey is coming home. Just like Ant said, when they revealed that second portrait as well, that took it over the top. You know, I love having the options, so that took it over the top.
Does Ant even have any non-XM statues?
Yeah, he has Sideshow Jean Grey, and I think he has another.
But that's a placeholder. That's like he's giving it.
Oh, if you're asking, does he not have placeholders? And I can't answer that for him. But yeah. So guys, I haven't made the official video yet of how to enter and everything like that. Before I do, just want to tell everybody thank you very much. Just trying to see something real quick so I could tell you guys the exact number. We're at 831 subscribers, so I just want to put that out there. Thank everybody, you know, real obviously for subscribing, coming, watching the videos. Obviously with work, starting a new job, I haven't been able to be on like I want to on my channel, Casual's channel, John, Collecting Weekly, whoever's channel. So I definitely appreciate you guys for sticking through whenever I am able to come on. I'm definitely going to be making a lot more pre-recorded content moving forward, and then doing these whenever I can. Again, I do apologize. I'm not able to keep doing the Cashing Out show where we bring the community together, myself and another person for a one-on-one. I love doing that. I actually may be bringing it back for 2 more times this year before this year is over. It'll be 2 special episodes, and then it'll probably go away again on a hiatus. But y'all know who the king of the collecting community interviews is. Y'all already know that one. So, you know, don't forget, man. But this is the 900 subscriber giveaway. So what this is right here is essentially, I'll let you guys know at a later time how to enter and all that. It'll probably just be something simple. I'm trying to save something real quick. Here we go. Okay. So what is going to be with all this Hawk talk going on is 2 things. Once we hit 900 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away this Hawk print right here. So this is the Incredible Hawk. You guys will get this along with something else. So you'll get this, the Incredible Hawk right here. On top of the Incredible Hawk, let me put this down. Let's see here. What else you guys will get is this Mighty Marvel Masterworks, the Incredible Hawk, Stan Lee and Jack Kirby with Steve Ditko. This here has 6 issues, number 1 through 6. As you guys can see on the back here, this is going all the way back from the beginning when Hawk was actually gray before green for some of the boys and girls such as myself who did not know that coming in later into the comics. So kind of just an introductory to a character. With all this Hawk talk going on, I figured this would be the perfect giveaway for 900 subs. So again, you will get the Hawk Volume 1. Volume 2 is actually coming out pretty soon. If Volume 2 comes out before the giveaway, maybe I'll throw in Volume 2 in there as well on top of the Masterworks as well as the print. So just doing that. And then also, once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I do have something special planned for that. We'll be giving away a Sideshow gift card, as well as a Spec Fiction gift card, as well as a statue. So it'll be 3 separate giveaways going on when we do that stream. So 3 people will be able to win. But this 900 subscriber giveaway, as soon as we get there, I'll get that shipped right out to you guys as well. And then again, I'm going to make a separate video and they'll tell you guys how to enter and stuff like that. And real quick, for the Halloween giveaways that I was supposed to be doing each Saturday, unfortunately, I wasn't able to keep streaming to do those just due to work. And also the artist who I was trying to pair with to get those art prints out to you guys, I was never able to get in contact with that person. So I do apologize there. So the one person who did win that first Saturday, I do have your email. I will be in contact with you. And as a pretty much a substitute to that print, I'm going to get you a Sideshow gift card for the equal value. I'll round it up to the nearest dollar, whatever. So we'll get that out to you. If you do have a Sideshow account, we'll get that to you. If you don't, we can do Spec Fiction. If you don't have that as well, we'll shoot you over Amazon, Best Buy, Target, Walmart, whatever gift cards you want of that same equal value, just to make it up for you. So I do apologize there. Was just never able to get in contact with the artist to get that art print out to you, since I didn't physically have that specific Child's Play one. So I do apologize there. But back onto the show, man. Yeah, dude, it's an amazing weekend so far, man. I've had a hell of a week, man. I see everybody is still crazed about this Hawk and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, what's your thoughts on it as of now, Buck? Did they take too long? Like, what do you think, man?
I'm just indifferent, man. I don't care. I don't have plans to put like a 1/3 Hulk in my collection, so and I never did. And looking at the statue, I can appreciate it for what it is, but it actually doesn't wow me. It doesn't speak to me like that for in terms of the Hulk. So that's like my take. But to see the community's reaction to it, though, is something else. Everyone's like a buzz, like there's some kind of electricity. Everyone really wants to grab this, and I think it's because we really don't have much access to 1/3 Marvel pieces. And when you're getting a character that's as popular as the Hulk, right?
Mm-hmm.
At that, at that scale, it's really a kind of event, especially at that quality level as well.
Yeah.
In terms of the sculpt. So people are happy, and there's good reason to be. So I think. Do you think it's gonna sell out like fast, or I think it's gonna take some time?
I think it's gonna take some time, man. I'm gonna get back to that in 1 second, because I got a video here that my guy CFO took for me, so I can share it with you guys. Now I'm just gonna answer this real quickly. Vibranium Jim says, "What do you guys think of the 1/6 DC line? I'm currently looking at Green Arrow, but I don't know if it's a cash out or I don't know." I'll let you go first, Buck.
When people ask you this question, it's like it can be like a difficult question to ask, because are you asking me whether I want this statue? Is it a good statue? Are you asking me if you should get it for your collection? You know, and I'm this is a perspective. I'm gonna answer it like a few ways. I don't want this statue. I don't care for the DC building up a DC line. Is it a good statue? Yes. Is it amazing? No. It's just so. And building up a DC line, it depends. What do you want to how big do you want to go with it? XM16 statues are relatively expensive. You can use the money on something else that's bigger, honestly. And as far as Green Arrows go, the Sideshow one is more striking than this, I think. Like, that's actually one that they've done is pretty good. And I'd say the base on that is actually better than this. Yeah.
I mean, I pretty much follow everything that Buck said. In my opinion, if you get this, for one, it's kind of out of scale versus your other collectibles. Number two, I feel like you would just be getting it to have a Green Arrow. There's statues that I waited almost 10 months for, and I was able to get it the exclusive at less than retail. I was also able to get XM Doc Ock after waiting a year and going through one scam sale that didn't go through and another sale that was way overpriced, and finally able to get this one on a payment plan with a trusted seller. So sometimes you do have to wait to find that piece that you want. And that's okay. I'd rather you wait and get the one you actually want versus put money on this, then end up just selling it at a later time. It's not a bad statue. It's not. But it's not the Sideshow one, which is the one I know you want. So personally, I will wait. So to me, this is definitely not a cash out, not because of this statue, but because I'm speaking to you directly. My main room is Marvel, but my little room is going to be DC. I made myself one rule. I can only fit so many statues in there. So every statue has to be a character that has some sort of nostalgic value through cartoons, through through earlier movies and stuff that I just grew up loving. And every statue has to be retail or lower, no exceptions. And so far, I have uh four of them coming, four DC statues, and they all have been retail or way under retail, and I'm not budging on that. Not budging. Not budging. And I think you do the same. Obviously, Green Arrow is going to be more than retail, and that's okay. But I don't think you settle for something that it's the inferior product. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think something I'll add to that is like I don't think I really answered the question about the DC line, the 1/6 DC line, the line itself. I just only commented on the Green Arrow, and you know, if we think about the companies I think are making 1/6 DC right now, at least I know of, there's XM, there's
Yeah.
Tweeterhead, and then there's Oniri. And Oniri
Oh
did
yeah.
the Superman, and they've done a Flash.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll do any more. A sick 1/6 DC piece is the Sume Batman. That's an awesome statue. Now, are they going to keep doing DC pieces in that company? And how fast is that company going to release their pieces? They're notoriously bad for, like, in terms of pre-order times to production. I got like several pre-orders with them right now, and they're like way past their due date in terms of the
Oh,
production timeline.
and something else I'll tell you. Two things. Number one, Iron Studios does do 1/6 dioramas as well, like Batman and Batman Returns, and then they also have Wonder Woman versus Darkseid. So they do 1/6 dioramas if you want to add that in. But here's something I want you to do. Think of every villain or hero that you like on DC. Every villain, write it down on a piece of paper and put a line in the middle. On the other side, write every the same as well for Sideshow and XM for the 1/4, right? And even Tweeterhead now. But then on the 1/6 side, Tweeterhead, Sideshow, XM as well, Iron Studios, Henri as well. You're getting every single character, whether it's an older statue that you got to hunt down, or it's a newer statue, or one that maybe came out a year ago. I promise you, I did it before because I was having that same thing. Do I do 1/6 or 1/4? Every character you can think of has already been done in the quarter scale. There's no need to go 1/6 if it's not already your predominant scale, in my opinion. There's just no reason.
Yeah. So
They may
unless
be older
unless
statue.
yeah, unless like you're going 1/6 because like it takes less space, and you're looking at
Uh,
the 1/6 pieces, and you at least from
I don't know,
like
Buck. That XM Aquaman was it took up damn near more space than the Sideshow Flash, bro, in quarter scale
yeah.
because of the seahorse.
Yeah, but it depends, right? It depends on the statue.
Yeah.
Like for the most part, if it's like if it has a small real estate, small base, then like yeah, pain is right on that. I think I've actually kind of been waiting that long for those statue I was talking about around then. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but like yeah, 1/6 statues from XM. You know, they're like the main company right now doing 1/6 DC. So if you're trying to get like 1/6 DC from XM, um, well, I guess you'd have to ask yourself if you like all the stuff they're putting out with output, because it's gonna be hard, I think, to mix and match 1/6, depending on how anal you are about like mixing stuff that don't look too congruent in terms of style. You're looking at XM. If you were to pair like an XM 1/6 with a Tweeterhead 1/6, Tweeterhead tends not to go like very detailed in terms of like texturing, and
Yeah.
even the paint job on a Tweeterhead statue, at least in their 1/6 DC, from what I've seen, is nowhere close to the quality you're getting with XM. Um, and yeah, so that's just the paint job. So are you gonna mix and match, or are you fully committed to XM in terms of like statues, in terms of those 1/6 DC pieces? And then you gotta ask yourself, would I rather just pay the same amount of money and get something bigger in quarter scale.
Hey, so this is a really horrible picture because I'm sitting down and I literally zoomed all the way in, and I'll obviously share pictures at a later time, but I just wanted to share it with you real freaking quick. Ah! It's a horrible pic because it's so far away, but I just wanted to. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
You gotta show us the freaking helmet, man. It's why you doing the unmasked head?
Oh, yes. We'll show the helmet, my brother. We'll show the helmet. Yes, man. Shout out Payne Collectibles, man. A trusted community member, a trusted seller. Does great business. Can't say that enough. Just being upfront about that part. So here, and again, you'll get better pictures at a later time. But bro, there is no comparison to a Pro Paint. There is no freaking comparison to a Pro Master Paint, bro.
Hey, telling me? I know that already, bro.
Dude, did you see Jeff Delaney over your pictures? He was just like, oh man, this is like, yeah.
That looks good, man. That's it.
Wait. Let's see.
Shout out to Doctor, man.
Shout out to the Doctor, man. Ooh, wee. Ooh.
Dude works fast. You get him your stuff, and he doesn't waste your time.
Ooh, yeah. He definitely does, man. Whenever I have time, I will sit down and take some better pictures. But man, holy cannoli, man. That's all I gotta say. Is that the repaint? Yes. The picture is bad because I took it like literally from halfway across the room and zoomed all the way in just to show you guys real quick. But yeah, man, everything went smooth. Yeah, like the whole process, and it did kind of suck because like, I had Payne, ship it to Casual, so I didn't even get to see it at first. So it's like I've been waiting on this statue for so long, on top of paying. Dude, no, because I had to pay. I paid Payne off in the payment plan, so that part took the process, and then it went to Casual, then it went to the Doctor. Then after the Doctor was done, Casual was doing personal stuff, so I had to wait for the pickup. But as far as the process with the Doctor, I think like 2-3 weeks. It wasn't long at all, dude.
Man, this dude is. Yeah. You don't know how rare that is.
Yeah, it wasn't long at all.
From a pro painter, dude. For him to take only 2 weeks, like, dude. Let me put it in perspective. The amount of repainting you did to this statue is extensive, and to put it in perspective, I think if he did it in 3 months, I would have considered that fast.
Yeah, like seriously, it wasn't long at all. And I don't know if it's because like, just the relationship him and Casual had, kind of like, all right, let me, get his done. I can't say to that or anything, but it didn't take long at all. And on top of that, he was sending pictures, updates along the way. Hey, this is looking this way. So you can't even complain, man. I will be sending my dark side to him from Sideshow. I was able to get that 35% off plus free shipping. So I figure the shipping I'm going to have to pay to send it to him will make up for the free shipping. On top of the 30% off will make up for the amount of the repaint. Yeah. So it's kind of like a win-win. So I'll basically get a pro paint for retail in the dark side for retail. So
you know exactly what you're going to do yet?
I got to talk to you behind scenes. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I know I want to paint it though. That's all I know. Yeah. But yeah, man. Appreciate everybody, dude. I'm happy, man. That Mags went to a great home, and dude. And the crazy thing, Payne. This statue honestly fits well with 1/3 because it's so big, which is crazy. Like it's a big, like you can clearly tell it's not 1/3, but if they had done that LBS like this, and again, LBS is great, don't get me wrong. But if this had been LBS in 1/3, if this was already the traditional colors, this would be the definitive Magneto, no matter licensed, unlicensed, no matter the sculptor's name, it wouldn't have mattered. But again, I'm looking at a pro paint, and I looked at all the other statues, and I'm just like, there's no comparison. There's no like your Black Canary, it's no comparison. No comparison. No comparison.
Really there's so much more depth to the color because they do way more layers.
The Doctor, Henry, the Doctor.
The Doctor.
Got a piece with a pro painter that's on 3 months now with no telling when it'll be finished. And I hate to hear that, man. I definitely hate to hear that.
No, man, that's the usual. I'm telling you, this dude doing it for you in 2 weeks is that's something special, bro. You don't understand.
Hey, and I was like, hey, take your time. Take your time. No need to rush. Take your time.
I think in general, from what I've heard, he works like fast. Like, you know, he respects like he's the kind of person that like once he starts on the project, you know, he's actually like, you know, he's spending time painting it and stuff. And then also like not to, you know, just crap on other painters as well, you know, they a lot of people too will have multiple projects they have to do, so you're on a schedule where like they'll do your stuff eventually when they get around to it, when they're finished with the other projects.
Yeah, no doubt, man, no doubt. So again, just to put this out there again for those of you guys just now tuning in, this is the Mighty Marvel Masterworks, The Incredible Hulk by Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, along with Steve Ditko. This will be part of the 900 subscriber giveaway. This, along with the Incredible Hulk poster print. So I'll be giving both of these away once we hit 900 subs, just to pretty much say I thank you guys, man. And once we hit 1,000, like I already said, man, it'll be 3 giveaways. We're gonna have a good time, a good party. I normally don't drink or anything like that, but I probably will. Hey, toast to the community, man, because it's been a long time coming, man. Speaking of Pain Collectibles in the chat, man, guys, go ahead and check out Pain Collectibles as well. He's doing some content as well. I believe with Chasen. Let me see here real quick. Trying to get this pulled up. Dude, sometimes I'll be taking so long, man. Share this real quick with you guys so you guys can see. So yeah, go ahead and subscribe to Pain Collectibles as well. Give him a check out. Some dope pictures here. If I know they're just like the thumbnail, but there's some dope pictures right there. So check him out. And yeah, man. Yeah. But that's that. And oh shit, yeah, my painter is TTN, so you already know on the priority list.
Yeah.
Hey, just take your time.
Yeah, and also like if I don't know how she does it, but from what I hear, for the most part, they prioritize like commissioners and stuff. So yeah. If they're doing like a prototype, they'll prioritize it over your paint job.
Yeah, which I could definitely see that, man. Mm-hmm. I really can. Hey, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this poll right here, and I just wanted to talk about this as well. Let me see, and I'll pull this up here. Take a screenshot of it to share with you guys real quick. I had asked the community this because I just wanted to know, like, truthfully, like, what is you guys' thoughts, man? Yeah, definitely, Payne, appreciate you. How the hell you book her ass, bro? This dude Ann is funny. I think man, people be lusting after her, man. They be lusting after this chick, bro.
She's doing her part to fuel the lust.
Oh yeah, she's definitely, you know, doing her due diligence. And hey, I'm not mad at her. You know, I'm not mad at her.
Of course not.
You know, I'm not mad. I'm just saying, man. Some people, I'm like, hey, I don't think they care about how. I mean, she could just paint their statue black. Oh, just go ahead and touch it. Go ahead and touch it for me one time. Okay, sorry about all the clicking, guys. But so here, I asked you guys this question. I said, hey, are you using Sideshow's 13% off, or are you waiting for Black Friday for a possible better discount? And out of 24 people, 62% say Black Friday or a possible better deal is what they're waiting for. While on the low end, 8% said yes, 13% off they are using, but 29% in the middle says, hey, they don't care about the 13% or Black Friday. Whew. They said they don't even care. 29% said they don't even care, bro.
I'd say like I want to maximize those deals. So like right now I want to get either the Carnage or the Venom, and I got like some reward points banked. And at the same time, I can use reward points with this percentage, and then I think I'm able to stack it on top of Sideshow seconds.
Yeah, you can
like you definitely can, because I checked. Like before I decided to wait, I checked. So I'm like gonna wait till like either the Venom or the Carnage comes on to Sideshow seconds. Then I'll stack like the reward points and this like coupon on it along with
so
that.
you're saying by November 1st, if that Carnage goes on Sideshow seconds, you're snagging it.
I think so. I don't. Let's not make any commitments live.
Hey, I'm just repeating what you're saying, man.
I just bought my brother a gift, so And then
man.
like there's like I'm in the talks for a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to get like original art, and so I want to have as much money on the side for that, because I'd like to get a full color, like full page done
So
of a character.
I would too, and I was thinking about doing some Justice League stuff that I would really love to have done, either by my guy Victor Garduno, or I would love to have something done by Marcos Mastraza. So I would love to have either one of those two be the person to do it, because Victor, I feel like Victor would do like Mr. Freeze, like just justice. But Marcos, I feel like a darker character, like a Deadshot, a Bloodsport, like just darker characters. That would be in more of a grimy, type scenario. Slade Wilson,
Mm-hmm.
hunting Green Arrow or something. Like I just feel like that would just be a cool. So that's something I do want to get into in the future as well. So I feel you on that, man. But to ask you what this spooky 22, is there anything on here that even excites you outside of Carnage, man? Anything?
Yeah, there's two pieces I wanted. I generally right now from Sideshow, the only things I want on their website. Well, there's a lot of shit I want, but like, what would I buy? Well, let's start with what I would buy. I'd buy like the Carnage or the Venom, and then I want
this X-23.
X-23 I've owned twice and I've sold twice.
Okay, question.
Exclusive.
Is it exclusive or bust?
Yes.
Really?
Not
really?
like.
I'm gonna correct you here.
If you can't get the exclusive, I say you go ahead. But like,
bro, look at that portrait.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It is. But the exclusive is dope as well. Like, this is such a phenomenal statue. And stop showing it to me again. I already said no more X-Men. Let's not. In fact, I'm not even going to talk about this. I'm going to start talking myself into buying this.
13% off, right? I got about $100 in reward points. But unfortunately, I just can't pull the trigger due to personal stuff. Bro, it's not working for that long and coming back now. It's just the bad timing, man. Just bad timing. Because it's like, it's like I've been working overtime. That's why I haven't even been on the weekends.
Yeah.
And it's just like, damn, the bills just be like overtime. And my mind be like statues. But I'm trying to be an adult, man.
I'll tell you this. It's gonna be available Black Friday. And I think Black Friday we might see better deals or similar, but it's hard to say because
Wow.
Sideshow really treats like their Halloween sales as like a big deal versus other companies.
Yeah, I remember they had free shipping. Everything was free shipping, if I'm not mistaken, with like 15% last year, I think.
All right, then that's blessed. Then you can wait for that. And yeah,
Yeah.
Brenton, you can use it on Sideshow Seconds. If you want to, if you don't trust me, um, just go put something in Sideshow Seconds on in your cart and then apply the code on top of that, the Spooky 22.
Hey, so just to confirm, Jeff Delaney was saying when it says almost sold out, that means less than 10. When it says low stock, that means less than 50, right?
I don't know. I don't know what to believe. Uh, and I don't. I like. Who knows if he's just speculating? Like, I think I can't remember. Did he say this while he was on Rogues Gallery or
No, on Secret Sanctuary.
on Secret Sanctuary? Was he just spitballing? I don't know how he would get that information.
No, I don't know either, but like somebody had asked and he literally answered them back like, "Hey,
In the comment section. On you mean on Facebook?
yeah, on Facebook."
I don't know.
Yo, Jaden says, yeah, Sideshow Seconds and 13% work. Hey, my bad, y'all.
It
Hot
does
that.
work.
Hot
Oh
that,
no,
man.
like I said, I tested it just to be sure, and that's why I'm waiting. Like I've been checking like every few hours to see if any statue I want has shown up there, but it's not gonna happen this weekend. They don't use the stairs on the weekend. If you don't,
Over.
you gotta
I
wait
hate
until
Temptation,
like they
man.
start moving stuff around in their warehouse again. So wait for that next
Hey,
ship.
you want to answer John Smith on this, Buck? He says, "What
Yo,
is Sideshow Seconds?"
it's where people who aren't anal about their like condition of their boxes can get like 15% off on statues.
And right
Basically,
up here,
Sideshow will mark off the retail price of the statue by 15% if it has box damage. And
yep.
so whenever they in their like warehouse they see like a statue, but the box has like some damage, they'll add it to the seconds page. So you can check seconds page periodically to see what's on there. I don't know if there's some kind of newsletter for seconds, because people are always Brandon is trying to speak reason into your mind.
I
Tell them
see
to
one
buzz
thing.
off.
I see one thing I want, dude. One freaking thing, and it can get even lower. Oh, baby, no, it's funny.
No, that X23 isn't gonna be in. It's not gonna go to seconds.
All right, man. I won't worry about it then.
Unless you're the luckiest man alive. I feel like the only things that go into seconds right now are usually like the newer stuff.
Yeah, pretty much the newer stuff. That's for sure. So hey, real quick, let me see here. I wanted to share this video because we were talking about it earlier, and I got some personal footage, man. Hey, and as I'm getting there, just in case you guys don't know, man, we got the Cashing Out Collecting group, right? Cashing Out Collecting community. Go ahead, join the group. For the most part, I'm trying to find the niche of the group and everything. But I post a lot of horror content because that's really my thing. I love horror. Whenever I see new art prints, I always post the art prints because I love art prints as well. But hey, man, start post some pictures in the group, man. Like whatever you have on PO.
I know what this group is for. Every time any one of you has like a question, see the way like our guy
Vibranium Jim.
Vibranium Jim,
Oh, here
yeah,
you go.
framed the question. He asked like, is this a cashing out or I don't know? You know, if you got a question like that, you drop it in the group, put a poll, and you ask the group, and they'll give you your answer, man. They'll tell you if it's a cashing out or not.
If you want to buy something, don't do the poll. Just buy it.
Nah, you got to do the poll. You gotta come to the community and ask the wisdom of the crowds. See, like,
Oh
you gotta
man.
ask the wise people of the cashing out community, collecting community, what they think.
Yeah, man,
You
definitely,
know,
man. And this picture right here, from when when we had the cashing outs collecting community episode 12 holiday episode, man, it was so cool, man. Myself, Dennis, Todd, Rome, John, Vane, Victor, Dean, Toy Quest 101, Casual Nerd Problems, and it was definitely cool. We gave away a bunch of prizes and stuff, and that was definitely cool. And it was really, really cool, man. But this is really what I wanted to share with you guys, though. Is just some of these videos that CFO he just sent to me today, man, and there's a bunch of them. So I won't go through them all. I'll make a separate video about it. But we got to start with the gray, right? Like, we got to start with the gray. Let me see, is my guy talking?
it's so crazy. This is a bit more expensive.
Yeah, it is.
How much was this again in US dollars?
I think the gray one was a little bit more. I don't know the exact
I'll
prices. If
look it up.
anybody, yeah, cool. I think the gray looks really good. I can see somebody like Mr. X or Jerry purchasing a gray one.
It's so hard to I guess what Mr. X's tastes are. Wait, this isn't. Oh, I guess they haven't put it up for sale yet on those sites. Let's see.
Cash looks so cool in that pic. Oh man, you know it, man. Look at the eyes though, bro. The eyes and the teeth look really good on this one here. To answer your question, Carl, are you getting the LBS Hawk Premiere? As far as all three of them, definitely not. I'm definitely not getting all three. Yeah, definitely not all three. So, 2,400 USD for the gray, which is 32.99 Singapore dollar. I think the gray would be cool for a comic collector. Just being honest, just kind of going, taking it back to the basics. But for me, I want the classic Hawk. I don't want the Kirby, but I just want the classic. That's the one I want. I know he's not screaming, but I like how he has his hands open. So if I do end up getting this, depending on when it actually goes up for PO, that's the one I would get. Is the classic, not the modern. So it looks like John Smith says he likes the Rage one. So you like the modern as the one that you like, John, which is a great one as well because he's raging. So I mean, who doesn't want a Hawk that's raging? But for me, I like the classic. It's in that museum style pose. So that's the one that does it for me, personally.
So the Gray Hulk is actually 2,300. So Singaporean dollars is 3,299.
Yeah,
And
that's what
then
Payne was saying. Yeah.
So and then when you convert it, currently it's 2,329.68. So, but like I'm pretty sure the retailers are gonna mark it up slightly.
Yeah.
If you're gonna get it in the US, so like it's gonna go up slightly. So
Hey,
I'd say like it's probably gonna be around 3,500 for the gray. I'm guessing.
and just to put this out there as well, no matter where you want to get it at, you can definitely save a little bit. I know it's not much, but every little bit helps. So if you want to get it from Spec, you can use that Cash 10 code. Payne also has a code as well. I believe Payne's code is Paynegasm for both Spec and Cosmic Chase. So if you wherever you prefer to get it from, I always tell people as well when they're purchasing from Cosmic Chase, definitely, hey, use Payne's code, man. Help him out and help yourself out. So whichever, I mean, I never tell people where to buy from. Wherever you're comfortable at, I don't get into that debate. You know how I am about that buck. Wherever you're comfortable, that's where you purchase from. But just know, use a code, man. Say, and I don't want to hear this it's only $10, dude, bro. Buy that statue and buy yourself a sandwich at the same time. You feel me? Buy that burger you want after you just got done buying this hawk. That's all I'm saying, man. Burger on Cash and Payne, damn it. Yeah. That's all I'm saying, man.
And I think the other green ones are just like around like $2,120, around that.
Hey, that's what I'm saying, man. Subway, I don't know, Burger King, Jimmy John's, I don't know hey, whatever you want. I'm just saying $10 to get yourself something, right? That's all I'm saying.
And the Premier is actually right around where I thought it would be price-wise. It's $3,035.
So here's the real question. Once everything is all said and done, and I know this has been asked before, but I gotta ask it. Just because XM has done a Venom bus, a Thor bus, a Rhino bus, should they sell these busts separately? These third scale busts? Because you could sell this easily. Because I think those quarter scale busts were going for like $600. You could sell this easily for $900. No different than what Prime One does.
Easily. You know what? I just thought like that was messed up. I just thought like one of these companies, man. I thought like Prime One. I thought sell this first and then you sell the bus separately afterwards. And I was like, that's the way to make the most profit.
Hey, dude, I'm telling you, man. Shout out to CFO again, man. The Enchant's place. He took some great footage for us. Yeah, so couldn't do this without him. I'll give my full take on this in a separate video, but I just don't know if anybody should honestly buy all three. But a lot of people are justifying it by, well, it's only, $900 more, which is true, but that's $900, man.
And shipping. But this is how wait, let's ask ourselves this though. How much was fucking Maestro?
Maestro is see, this is the one I want right here. Damn. Right? I
already tell you, man. This statue does nothing for me.
Hey, cash out, baby. Cash out, man. Oh, if you want the classic one, cash out. All right.
If I was gonna get one, I get the like Kirby looking face.
Okay. Here. If you are buying the classic one, I want you to use the code CASH10 at checkout. If you're buying the Premier, I want you to use the code PAINGASM at checkout, because damn it, that's a gasm. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta go ahead. That's all I'm saying. No matter which one you get, that's on you, man. But hey, I don't know if I could justify all three, and that's the last I'll say about it. I just don't know if I can justify all three personally. I want to show you guys this before we. It's just the base and everything, though. And not so much about the Hawks base, Buck, but how do you feel about companies? Because it's like once Franco did this, everybody got to have a story base now. Like, what's your take on the story bases? Even the Dr. Doom from Sideshow, it's not a true storytelling, but it's a base with engravings and everything. XM Studios on Red Skull has the Hydra on the base. It's like we're getting this more and more. I mean,
those the XM Red Skull and the Sideshow Doom. Those are completely different things. I wouldn't consider that like storytelling bases, but this where it's like literally like they have the high relief inscribed into the side of the base, right? It's and it's literally just like either comic panels or telling, because there's this kind, and then there's the other one where it's like carved in, and
Yeah.
it's like recessed instead of like pulled out. Instead of, what's the word? It's being extruded. No, I guess forget about that. But like basically, seeing these constantly, it kind of feels like they're just aping each other, like they're copying each other, and
Yeah.
it's not very original. So then it becomes a matter of execution and how well it's executed. If you're gonna copy the idea of someone else, or if there's like a trend, then I guess you got to do it well. And I guess I'd say in this regard, I give them credit. It's done well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But as far as like the wow factor of seeing this when it was a novel idea is gone now.
Hey, them fingerprints is looking saucy, man. Whew. Them fingerprints, though, man. I'm just, looking at it from the artistic standpoint that it's a great feat for those collectors that do want it. I do think the wow factor is starting to shake off like mosquito repellent that's been on too long. Not to say it like more bluntly, but I think it's just like that because it's just taken too long. Like that PO should have been up. Not to say it like this, but to capitalize off of people's bad decisions from a business standpoint. And I'm just talking strictly business, not about anything morally, just business. That PO should have been up, and I know it's not LBS's fault or whatever. They probably would have had it up that same damn day, actually. But they gotta go through the distributor, just calling it what it is, man. But I think it's a great statue. I just say people make sure you can afford it, number one, and also like pick the one you actually want, whether it's all three or just one. Just pick
But
the one you want.
I'm gonna ask this though. What like in my head, the obvious choice between this and Maestro is this. I
Yeah, of
think
course.
they're either the same price or Maestro is slightly more expensive.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about like the premier version of LBS Hulk and the version B of Maestro, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the version B of Maestro, I think, is more expensive, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you're getting Maestro, you clearly don't give a damn about space.
Oh yeah, you
So,
definitely don't. Yeah,
so if
space is
that was the
irrelevant.
case,
Yeah.
I'd honestly just opt for this, especially. And if you're thinking, oh, the height bothers you, you can change the elevation by taking out the lower, the sub base, the storytelling base, if you with this statue, right?
Yeah.
And so like I'm just looking at this and going, if I had to pick between two Hulks, I pick the basic, like the original, the normal version of the vanilla version of the character, right? That's the version I would choose instead of going Maestro. And then like this is 1/3, so it's bigger. But the fact that it's Hulk means that it can go with your quarter scale statues, even though it's a
Yeah.
1/3 statue.
Yeah.
So I would definitely opt for this if I was to try. If I was like making a choice between this and Maestro, but I just feel like they're in the same class of like statue because of
Right.
price
Right. Yeah, yeah. I
and
can see that.
because it's more or less sort of the same character.
So how do you feel about the thing at this point? Do you feel like the thing is not gonna, well, it's eventually gonna sell out, but do you feel like it's just it's been overlooked at this point? Because I feel like there was hype for Fantastic Four, with Super Scroll, the thing.
Here's what I think about giving people these characters when people say they want all these stuff. People don't want this shit, man. Like I'm starting to like. I don't want to say people like everyone's asking, clamoring for something different, but like I'm gonna assume it's for now. I'm gonna assume it's a vocal minority. They're saying they want this kind of stuff. What
This
is
dude,
it?
Carl. What the hell, man?
Yo, that's not. I don't even think that's much of a tinfoil. Like it just makes sense if that was what they were doing. If I was XM, I'd probably do the same, honestly.
Right.
Especially because the price is similar. That's definitely why I would do that. I would hold off. But looking at statues like this, the thing is not that the thing is not a well-known character. Is there a demand for this? I don't know if anyone saw like Mr. X's like latest video talking about Wolverines and like why they keep getting made, and it's because that's what people want to buy. And so I don't know. We'll see with this statue. We'll see if people do end up buying this and if it sells out.
Oh
But
yeah, they do. Venomized Hawk. Like, yeah, they have a
Venomous,
lot of stuff that's just been teased. Venomized Hawk, Nova, Richard Rider Nova, a lot of stuff, man. Super Scroll, a lot of stuff.
yeah, it's like those characters. I don't think they're gonna do well. Like that Nova, I can't imagine it doing well. I don't know. Is the that Captain Marvel they made? How did that sell?
Not well, but it's a good statue.
Is
Just
it still available?
it's
Probably.
still available everywhere. Spec, Cosmic
And
Chase,
that
everywhere.
I want to guess that the ES is probably around 300 to 500.
$5.99 if I'm not mistaken.
599 for her.
Yeah,
I would have told them that was too high.
I'll double check right now. Actually, it's just.
But there's so many characters like that, man. And is the thing is, and it's not to say
Oh,
because
$7.99 actually.
799. Wow, okay,
Yeah,
that's quite high. I think that's going to be available for a long time. But Nightcrawler is only 299. Nice. Nightcrawler has the benefit of being in the X-Men, you know.
true.
So, like, people want to complete a line with the X-Men.
More X-Men than Avengers to being up front. Yeah.
So, but like even that, you know, even the size, I guess they were gauging community sentiment. They saw people weren't too crazy about that, and so they put the ES low. And normally XM would do
Captain Marvel.
made to order, right?
Made to order, yep.
So like
Normally.
when they don't do that, you know, it's
Yeah.
like they're not expecting people to be excited. I think
That's why we like Swamp Thing and Zatanna. They're like, nah, man, $2.99. we gotta cap this, man.
yeah. So it's, you know, we'll see how that, because there's like, you know, there's those XM statues where like once they sell out, they're gone, man. Like
Yeah,
you want to
gone.
get it, you're gonna have to pay a lot of money. And then there's those pieces that were released years ago and they're still available now in the aftermarket. And then there's some pieces that were released sort of recently. I don't think the ESs were too high, but then it's like you would think they should be doing well, but they're not doing like well enough that they should be completely sold out because of how fast XM usually sells out on stuff, you would imagine. Like, for example, the Iron Spider-Man is what I'm thinking right now because I think that statue's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, man, I've seen people give it away for free, bro. And when I say people giving it away for free, I'm not just talking about, like, I'm not just talking about collectors on the secondary market. I see retailers saying stuff like $1,000 free shipping.
Yeah.
when it released, it was more expensive than that, and they weren't offering anybody free shipping. And then I'm seeing like I see the prices good, like you know people they're doing they're saying some crazy offers, and I'm just like, damn, is something wrong with this? I don't want to buy it from you.
Dude, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I got my Sideshow Superman. I told you about this back behind scenes. I got Sideshow Superman, the exclusive version, for $197. The exclusive version for $197. eBay.
Sometimes you get lucky on eBay. I want to imagine.
I
That's
mean, whew. Statues in mint condition, nothing wrong with it.
And it's the EX.
I mean, I was just like,
was that an auction or you sent an offer?
I believe it was an auction, and I just threw a random number out. Yeah. I just threw a random number. I'm like, there's no way I'll win this. No way. Probably could have got it. No, I probably could have got it for lower. I mean,
well, you know, when you do auctions, you know, you might you have a good chance of like getting some stuff sometimes, like for really low.
Hey man, last topic for the show, man. We went over a little bit. I try to keep the Saturday Hangout to an hour. We went over, obviously, no big deal. So the last topic is this from Ant. Ant says a lot of people are getting out of the hobby hobby too, guys. It's not like 2 years ago when XM Prime 1 was the shit. LOL, now you can find mags on Throne like nothing. What's your take on people leaving the hobby? Do you, obviously people have their own personal reasons, but if you were to ever leave, like, don't you feel like you at least keep that favorite piece, or do you feel like I gotta go cold turkey? You know what I mean? Straight edge, like nothing.
If I was to leave,
like you're done. You're never
I'm
coming
done.
back. Once
I
it's all
can't.
sold, it's
I don't.
gone.
I don't think I can be done and still have statues. So I sell my shit,
Okay.
honestly. But then I don't. I'm not ever gonna be done. So it's not even like even I. It's fucked up. I'm about to say something crazy. I think no matter how expensive this shit gets, like I think I'll still keep buying. Like,
Dude, I said the same thing. I'm like, because if a statue doesn't come out for a year and a half and all you have to do is put down 10%, people will put down that 10% and figure out the rest later, whether it's
mhm.
overtime, a bonus, tax return, a stimulus check. Shout out to the
Yeah.
stimmies. They will do whatever they got to do to get that statue, period,
And
point blank.
the thing is, though, the more expensive these get, the more likely, like the secondary market is going to get to a point where they can't ask. They're not going to be able to ask you to be like put up 3 grand up front for like every other statue they're selling from Prime One. You know, no one's going to be able to say that. People are just going to end up having to sell lower than they buy a statue because they can't ask you to pay like because they might have bought their stuff on like payment plans, but they're not going to ask you to pay like a large sum up front because if they want the money up front, the number of people who are going to be able to give that amount of money to them up front is really not that large. There's a lot of people that won't do that.
Yeah.
And that's like the higher it gets. And when I say this, I'm factoring the shipping because if you buy a look at that new quarter scale Batman from Prime One,
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
that shit is almost 2 grand. And then when you pay for the shipping on that, just think about it, right?
Yeah.
And then that dude, if the person decides they want to sell that statue later on,
Yep.
what are you gonna do? Are you
Yeah.
gonna be like, yeah, you're gonna pay me 2,400 for this quarter scale statue? You're
Right.
gonna tell, and it's like a random ass bat. It's not even like the normal Batman. People might say, "Fuck off."
Yeah. Yeah.
If they like, they're gonna, you know what they're gonna tell you? They're gonna tell you, "I can buy a Batman who laughs, which is more coveted, and it's 1/3, like for that price." And so basically, what's gonna happen is, even if the statues keep getting more expensive, like from retailers and the manufacturers, the the secondary market is not going to keep rising. It's going to crash. Like this because people, as long as people keep collecting, they're going to have to keep offloading their older pieces, and so it's not possible. You're not going to be able to like just ask someone up front like later say, oh, you got to pay me 3 grand, and like you're going to
Yeah.
ask for 3 grand for how many statues? If you're buying for Prime One or XM, because the statue price is going to keep climbing each year. It's just inevitable.
Yeah, I'll definitely say this. I agree with you what you just said, Buck, as well as Ant, because I've kind of like laid my layout, and this is all Marvel, and I kind of like obviously I don't know every single statue, and obviously if there's like if XM ever does a shocker, I'm getting it. Like that's a character I loved as a kid. If I ever do a shocker or a bullseye, I'm getting them two characters whether I have room or not. Those are two exceptions, and I'll find a slot for those two, but I do see the end of the tunnel in terms of like I know what I can have and I know I have to be precise. And now I'm to that point where it's like either get it at retail or if you do miss it, it's okay. But you're gonna pay retail or lower. Like there's no budging. And I'm not saying no Phoenix 5-year plan, nothing like that. Just when a sale comes, like you'll know. And if it's right financially, just grab it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'll say there, man. But dude, I appreciate you coming, man. Any last comments, man? Like anything new, anything to say, bro?
If you have
I
the
seen you on Rad
sideshow
Titan, man. My bad. I seen you on Rad Titan. Good show, bro.
pieces, yeah, I
Yeah,
saw that. He's just always jumping around, man.
always jumping around. Whore, no,
Yeah.
it's playing.
Yeah.
You just made the list. Oh no.
If anyone has the Deja Thoris or Starfire premium format from Sideshow and you got it for a nice price, I got some money I'm looking to spend right now. So hit me up. Put it in the Cashing Out group on Facebook.
Yeah, man. If you haven't already, been invited or liked the group, definitely go to the Cashing Out Collecting Community group. Appreciate it. Throw your questions in there, share some pics, whatever, man. Ask questions away. We'll start putting more polls in the group and have a good time, man.
Refresh the page.
This one?
Yeah, the Cashing Out group page. Wow, it's still 147. Come on, guys.
This guy.
Guys, you gotta go there and join the group.
Yeah, it's all good, man. So, all seriousness, I do want to say, again, the 900 subscribers, once we do get there, I'll make the video between now and Monday of what you guys have to do to win, or to enter rather. So we'll be the Mighty Marvel Masterworks, the Incredible Hulk, Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, Steve Ditko. Again, so just like, share, comment, and subscribe. I definitely appreciate you guys. It'll be that along top with the Incredible Hulk poster print will be sent to you guys framed. If you don't want the frame, just let me know and I won't send it with the frame. So if the winner can just let me know at that time. But remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I do appreciate everybody. And I'll leave you guys out with this last thing. And this is really because Black Adam is out. And because, as we've all known, hold on, Buck. Hold on. I'm trying.
I can smell it from a mile away. I know what you're about to do.
Because Black Adam is out. And Henry Cavill made a video. And that video was, DC, the last thing I'll say to you guys, you may try to destroy the Snyderverse, but we live and breathe. You cannot destroy the Snyderverse. The seeds are still planted. The acting direction is still there. Black Adam, Henry Cavill, Superman. He will return. I appreciate you guys. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and all that. KashDaGemini, Buck Fangs, we out.
Find them. Save Martha.